evening, Counter-Strike fans, one and all. It is your favorite NA caster casting EU events. I'm coming to you live at 12:06 p.m. from Florida, and we're casting the last quarterfinal of the EU SGL playoff series. We've got 777 Esports taking on SplitESC, and it's going to be an absolute banger. We've got a pretty good map pool today. I have some complaints about our map pool. You'll have to excuse me. My voice is a little hoarse. I've been casting quite a bit recently, but I have a little gripe with the CS map pool right now. I don't hate any of the maps, but my biggest issue right now is that we have Anubis, Mirage, and Dust 2, which are all beige and dusty brown maps, right? And normally we see at least 2 of the 3 being played because they're very popular maps. But today we don't have any. We have green, blue, and orange. We've got Ancient picked by 777 Esports, SplitESC picked into Nuke, and we will have a decider on Inferno if we need it, if it is needed. I think it's going to be, because both of these teams made their way into quarterfinals for a reason, and I don't believe that either of these teams is going to go down without a fight. But anything is possible. I'm really, really excited to get into this match. We don't have long before the match is started. I can check real quick now that the picks and bans are gone. But yeah, there we go. I'll have to restart the HUD because the player picks aren't showing up right now. 1 second. I'm going to restart my HUD. There we go. Alrighty, we've got all of it. You'll notice that 77 Esports, 4 of them have profile pictures. HLTV profile pictures, and for SplitESC they don't. That is because there are I think there's only one player on SplitESC that actually has an HLTV profile picture. Teams from Finland, and I believe it's Myjus. But we're gonna go ahead and get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is the quarterfinal. This is elimination for one of these teams. One of these teams will move on to the semifinals. We've got knife round, but it's a fake knife round. SplitESC gonna get to choose what side of the map they want to start on an Ancient. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I believe we have a banger on our hands. Alrighty, so SplitESC going to be starting on the CT side. That is most of what you see on Ancient. A lot of teams prefer to start on the CT side of this map. This map, once in a lifetime, was extremely CT-sided back in the days of match round 15 in CSGO. This map was a 12-3 CT-sided map, right? So you had very, very strong CT sides, and this map was really, really good for CT side comebacks, but the T side was extremely weak. But through a series of updates to the map and improvements, the map became more and more even, and with the introduction of Peeker's advantage in CS2, I mean, there already was a little bit in CSGO, but it became very, very prevalent in CS2. I would dare to say that this map is a little more T-sided now, but the meta has still not changed. You still want to start on the CT side. A nice opening find onto a Forest Walker. I don't know that I've ever heard of these names before, so forgive me if I trip up or mispronounce these names. That's nice from Only onto Hagmeister. Some more opening picks as well for SplitESC. They've got control of the bomb site, and Myjus is doing his best to hold on. Yeah, QZR has left all of his teammates have gone down. He's just trying to fight with his P250 from the site, but Kaiser has the kill. There is a flank from Victa, but there's not going to be enough time. The dink comes through, but he can't find the defuse kit. Another dink. I don't think he'll even get the kill on Only. Only just going to try and take the kid over. That's exactly what he'll do. And SplitESC open us up with a CT side pistol round. Massive. Pistol rounds worth their weight in gold in match round 12. The game doesn't, I won't say that CSGO plays like Valorant now. because it doesn't. They're two completely different games. However, I will say that it feels a little more like Valorant in terms of rounds, right? That's just kind of how it works. It's match round 12, and pistol round can set you up for a good number of rounds if you're able to win conversions and things like that. I mean, you could end up very, very easily spiraling out of control if you lose too many rounds in a row. But it looks like 777 want to open us up with a round right back of their own in the force buy, but that's a mistake. Bomb dropped into Cave. This MP9, a very, very lethal gun in this angle. It will be swapped into the Galil. We're kept even, though. It's a 2v2. And that's what you like seeing. This is a higher level of Counter-Strike, right? These teams, Tier 3, Tier 2, EU Counter-Strike. And so I would say Tier 3 mainly, but a lot of trades, right? Just trade, trade, trade. That's the name of the game. Gonna be waiting this util out. Victa being extremely cautious. That's nice from Myjus. It's on Hagmeister. Oh, he finds one. Myjus that's a huge pickup, and Hanuri on 3 HP just gonna elect to run away and play for his life. Readjusts. Starts walking towards Red Room, and Hagmeister wants to take the space. Knows exactly where Hanuri went. Doesn't know exactly where he went, excuse me, but knows where he was. So he's got a good idea of what's going on this round. Approaching the 12-second mark. And now we've got 10 seconds left. Hagmeister not going to have a lot of time. Going to have to plant behind the pillar, which is going to allow Hanuri enough time to walk up. Now the plant is down, and this could get scary. Hagmeister walking out. I don't know if he'll be ready for short. He's watching it, and yeah, he's got a beautiful timing on a Hanuri. And so Split win the pistol round, but 777 able to find a round right back. Tier 3 is generous. Hey, man. I don't know what to call it. What like Tier 4? I mean, they've got HLTV profile pictures, so how bad can they be? The Copenhagen Wolves, which is the team that I am most associated with, they are a Tier 2.5 team, I would call them, because they're not fully Tier 2. However, they do compete at a Tier 2 level and beat Tier 2 teams. They are very close to being a Tier 2 team, but just not quite there. That's why I call them Tier 2.5. Good opening. Good clear by QZR. He actually didn't clear it. He didn't hard clear it, to be exact. He just kind of swivel peeked it and ended up working out for him. And only on 12 HP. Smokes go down, and yeah, this is just going to be a save. Try and carry this AK over to the next round. That is a huge piece that you can use. Now, you're going to be broke next round, right? You had to force buy into this round because of the nature of the round that you just lost. The economy just not so great, so next round will have to be a save. But this AK will make it a little more generous. General tier of the tournament? Yeah, I was just referring to the teams individually. I wasn't really referring to SGL. Oh, that's not good. He will at least be able to pick up the AK, so it's not awful. So AK recovered, and it's in the hands of a player with some armor. So you don't hate it. 5-7 dropped over to Kaiser as well. So SplitESC, they have a hero rifle in the round. It will be the full save, though, so you won't see an investment around it whatsoever. Just a little bit of util. A Team Molly is pretty nice, honestly. It'll help Forrest open up mid. A takes this control. Nice movement. But it is the fast A hit from 777. And I think SplitESC are just going to go for the damage at this point. Try and spam the bomb planter. Nothing goes through. Molotov keeps Kaiser from being able to run back. And I believe at this point it is just the damage game. Just how many guns can you take away? How many people can you force the rebuy on? Only in a very good position. We know where Olmark is, and down goes Harry as well. So not too bad, right? Winba will be able to lock them out, though. They're going to go looking. Kaiser going to start to open up. Will walk into Winba, and down goes Mygus. Forrest. It's going to be a very labored save. He hears the run. Does he get the kill? He does. So he will be able to carry over this AK. This AK, a very important piece for the CT side. For those of you that are tuned in that maybe just aren't familiar with the with Counter-Strike, the CTs have a variety of rifles available to them, but none of them are one-shot headshots. The AK being dropped over is huge because it allows Forrest to equalize the playing field with the T side. Not awful. Hanuri, got to be careful. He's being dreaded on. That's nice. A nice opening on Harry. And no trade as well. Nobody there. Hagmeister wanting to keep middle contained. Not going to let Split work up mid and take this elbow space, but Split is not worried about it. They're going to fall back and start to play default. You see that they have a heavy B-side lean, which is exactly where 777 are playing. Somebody has watched their film. A nice smoke in response to spam damage. Not going to go anywhere. Not a bad setup for Split whatsoever. They're in the right location. Now they have rotated over, and you see a response from Split as well, because just some util thrown on one side of the map is not convincing enough. So Split going to completely clear out A main, and this is huge. This is plenty of information. We can give up mid because they're going to clear mid right now. This is beautiful. A beautiful play by ESC. They're in the right location at the right time. 777 waiting out the smoke to start the execute, but the off is on the angle. Easiest kill in the world for Kaiser. But that is a nice refrag. Oh, and they've opened up the site as well. Split, you don't want to let this fall. Anuri not able to get one, and down goes the bomb as well. This is huge, actually, for 777. This was not good. Oh, and a double by Victha. That's not good at all. SplitESC, they had the read, they had the timings, and they even had the opening picks. That was a 5v3 that they just lost. Yes, lately, Copenhagen Wolves have shown strong results, but really in ESEA, you know, I do make a living watching them, and just something I can say about them is they are just really, really interesting to watch sometimes, because they played a very, very good game on Mirage against Navi Jr., who are a good team. But we've also lost to just some really, really interesting teams. This is actually not too bad. Yeah, a nice triple from the pistols for SplitESC. QZR looks to hold on to these guns, though. Just playing from the cubby. He can get really dangerous. The two remaining members for 777 are in the right locations. It's a 3v2. Split tripling up ramp. Anuri going to be walked right into. QZR keeps the spam, but Victha going to be taking his time. Ollie comes down. Victha, he's got one. Going to back up, and Split throw that round. That's not good. It's not a terrible round when you look at what they had, the components that they had. It's not awful. But then you look at the end of that round and how many players they had up, it never should have been a 777 win, but it was. Beautiful spray down from Victha to keep his team in control. It's 5-1 on Ancient right now. SplitESC having a lot of trouble finding success early on in this game. It's not over, nowhere near over. for this game yet. There's plenty of opportunities for Split to get back into it, and that's a nice opening pick, right? But Split have been good about finding the opening picks. The opening picks have never been the problem for Split. It's just been closing the round out. I don't know! Oh, no! I don't even know what to say about that. A double kill keeps this round interesting for Split. They will at least try and go for this most likely. And I think Harry's going to go down. Has missed the timing on Amigas. And yeah, that will give us a 2v1. So Split not out of this round yet. It was close. It was scary for a minute. But Split do put a second round on the board off of that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone be CS2'd as hard as I just saw Forrest get CS2'd. Yeah, but that is still a little bit of player issue. You know, he sprayed him. He got the headshot, but no more shot after that. And just immediately thought he got the kill before he did. So unfortunate death for him, but at least SplitESC find a round. Can we find another opening pick? Harry has been victim to this fight quite a bit, honestly. Yeah, 3 and 6. Hanuri has been really, really good on this cave fight. But an opening pick does not go the way of Split. Actually ends up going the other way, and Kaiser is locked in to this A-bomb site right now. He's being wrapped. Completely controlled. That's a nice find, though. Good angle management. Able to slip away from that fight. A main and focus on Donut. That was huge. And something doesn't feel right, so SplitESC move over to the B-bomb site. It's the right call. That's a nice opening. We need to get the trade. Myjus. Gotta find that trade. That is not great. A nice double kill from Hanuri. The two remaining members for 777 are making their way up onto the B-bomb site right now. This is where the bomb will be planted. Hanuri is not in the worst spot ever. A 1v2 demanded of a player who's been really, really good. Honestly, their best player so far this game has gotten them plenty opening picks. A good find. One more left to find on the site. Going to be dancing around the pillar with each other. They just completely slip by, and Hagmeister finds the timing, finds the kill. Hanuri never ready for that. And 777 up to 6 now. It's looking dominant. It is their map pick, so you know most people generally open up their map picks very, very strong. You would like to see a little more fight. This is so early on, but once again, it's way too early to be calling a game over or anything like that. It's not even close to that, but it is starting to get into the territory of being a little bit scary. And Winba opened up the round. It's MAC-10s. We've actually got 2 of these. This isn't a bad round to have the MAC-10s, though. Look at this timing, though. Look at this gap. Kaiser knows. Kaiser knows that this is a very real possibility, and he's going to clear, and this could be huge. I don't know that Wimbo will be ready for the positioning. 5-7's going to go, and yeah, down goes Olmark, but he's gotten himself a nice opening. Down goes Hagmeister. That's an AK that could be recovered, and only in an interesting position from A-Main. If he plays his timings right, he's got a kill. A player walking right into his back, and oh my gosh, almost whiffs that, spots one out. Might just be able to pick up the AK and save, but no, they're going to go for this. They want it. They want it extremely bad, and if only was able to get that kill, maybe, but no. Might just on too low HP to even attempt to go for this round. No kit. Bomb will not be tapped or stuck. And it is 777, excuse me, finding 7. Harry does go down, but you don't care, really. Your economy is in a pretty decent spot. It's not great. Honestly, actually, it's not good at all. I lied. You know, they lost 4 players there. That was a chance for 777 to get back on top of their economy. But if you look at the money and the loss bonus, SplitESC are 1 round win away from taking 5. They genuinely are. This could end up being a salvageable half. They just need to break the bank for 777. And that, again, a nice opening pick, but we've got to convert. We have to convert the round. Some good opening damage as well as Winba goes down to 59. 777 just so far up mid, though. This red smoke going to keep Kaiser at bay. Down goes Harry. Once again, he has just been opening pick central for 777, and they have completely lost map space. This is not good. Winba should have this fight. Yeah, he does, only just doesn't think that this can be a timing. It is. They know where he's at now. Hanuri going to start to work through mid, but the 2 players are so split up. That's a good find, though. Hanuri. Olmark heard those steps earlier in the round, so he was super worried about that angle. It frees up Myjus to start walking into the side of Flash. Myjus goes looking. Spots 1 donut, but has made a step. There's 1 on site. He's got to be careful about this, but doesn't get the kill. Hanuri able to find Victha, so it is a 1v1. QZR versus Hanuri. A smoke and a kit makes this a interesting fight, to be quite honest. And a QZR goes looking. 3 HP separates SplitESC from a 3rd round, but it just does not go their way. And there will be no bank breaking for SplitESC. It is an 8th round for 777. And yeah, exactly right, Tobel. It's just they're in the right spots. They make the right calls. They have the right read. It's the execution that's just flawed. They're not able to close these rounds out. And there's been so many times where they've had opening picks and where they've had 3v5s and like really or 5v3s, excuse me, really advantageous positions, but they just can't close the round out, and you can't play Counter-Strike like that. You just can't. Last round and a half, and it's the last chance for SplitESC to prevent 777 from hitting double digits, at least in this half. 10-2, 777 would be so happy with that. Starting on the T side of your map pick and just completely dominating the opponent. I do like what they're doing with this op, but an opening pick on B is very fortuitous. And the trades are really, really good. Op on a interesting angle, but Hagmeister just finds him through the smoke and only is found trying to walk through in Forest. Spray is not on the mark. 777 dominating in this quarterfinal so far. And this quarterfinal won't be very long if SplitESC are not able to find success. I mean, this is demoralizing. Again, this isn't your map pick, right? This is the opponent's map pick. It is the map that 777 find they're most confident in, excuse me. But the equalizer, right? There is an equalizer on your opponent's map pick, and that's you getting to start on the side that you want to start on, right? That is supposed to be the equalizer. Making 777 start on the supposed weaker side is supposed to be an advantage for you. Split going fast in a donut. That's a nice opening pick. It leaves QZR alone, who's going to have to... I don't know that he should be fighting this. Yeah, he kind of needs to give it up. Very lucky to get away with his life. Almost doesn't as the dink comes through, and here comes his teammate. 2 more dinks, though. That's nice from Winba. Hanuri. Yeah, we've got some nice trade kills. It's a 2v3 now, and the 2 remaining players for 777 are so low, so we should see a SplitESC round 3 There should be nothing that 777 can do about this round. What division is SplitESC in? Are they main, advanced, intermediate? Oh, they're main. Okay. Are they in playoffs? Did they make playoffs this season, or no? Didn't make playoffs. Yeah, that's tough. That is extremely tough. Again, guys, I just want to apologize for my voice. It's hoarse. I've been casting a lot this past week. And it's in my nature to get really, really excited and hyped about games. And so I just end up being extremely loud. That's a nice opening with the MAC-10. QZR has an MP9. This was a force by 777. They're confident enough. QZR attention is completely taken off of Donut. That's a nice dink, but never ready for the MAC-10 to come through. And it is just Vixa with the scout. And it is no longer just Vixa. It's SplitESC finding a 4th round. And the force buy from 777 will keep them humble. And it should guarantee a SplitESC 5th. Now, it could get dicey, right? These pistol rounds are always really, really interesting at any level of Counter-Strike. But for the most part, this should just be smooth sailing for SplitESC to find 5, cut the lead down to half. Just 5 rounds needed to tie it back up. And again, this is the spiral I was talking about at the beginning of this game, right? There is very, very good math. But oh my gosh, it is nade hell, but it does not land anywhere. And because they don't get any kills, they don't think that it is the A main run through, but it will be a nice opening pick on the QZR. And yeah, surely, oh my goodness, dinks are coming through with the pistols. And this is why it's so scary. All it takes is a couple of rogue shots, and Forrest is low, and Only is pretty low as well, but good damage control. They only lose 1 player that round. You don't hate it. Oh, they got relegated to intermediate? Oh, that is tough. Yeah, the Wolves made advanced playoffs. In fact, they're top 5. They did just beat 1 win. That was an exciting game to watch. I wasn't able to cast it because it was American Thanksgiving, so I was not around. That's a nice opening, but a good trade by Forrest keeps us even. But yeah, American Thanksgiving, so I was not there for the cast of the game, but I was watching it in the morning, and it was a very, very good game from the Wolves. It was really exciting. Ondu was on fire, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Oof. That's not good. SplitESC lose the bulk of their force. It's Hanuri and Migas, though. If there's 2 players you don't mind having in this situation, it's these 2. That's a nice kill onto Winba. Migas finds Vixa as well, making this a 2v2, but the dinks come through and they're just so low. Gonna try and cross, and a bomb plant. Super important. Harry's gonna go looking. Hanuri walks into the peak, and just a wide swing by Harry means we've got 11 for 777, and SplitESC left hungry, left wanting more. Ondu stickers. Yeah, it's pretty sick, but I no hate to Ondu whatsoever. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's got his stickers in the major. That is a great piece of financial security to have. You get so much money from that, and I'm sure he's absolutely loving that. But you have to feel for Towson, because I believe Towson is the one actually playing in the major. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. You definitely have to feel. That is a lot of confidence from Kaiser, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your op. If a comeback was possible at all on this map, that's exactly what you want to see. Not too bad. Winba on the op, and yeah, Kaiser absolutely dominating with the op right now. And QZR is left hungry. What's going on? Your team's dead. And SplitESC have fought their way into a 6th as well. It's a long road to recovery. But not impossible. Not impossible. However, I will be casting the Wolves game tomorrow with M&J. And I am excited for that. The hunt is on, and QZR is going to drop a smoke. Split have found him a good nade onto his speed, and yeah, a good double swing. No save for you, no hero rifle, and 777 back onto the save. This should be a split 7. That confidence out of Kaiser. If we are going to see a SplitESC comeback on Ancient, it starts with Kaiser and his confidence. He needs to be hitting op shots like he just hit that round consistently for the rest of this game. But you do love to see that very early on in their T side. An MP9 on QZR, it's the most formidable weapon that the CTs have right now, but you cannot count these pistols out. It just definitely gets so interesting. Down goes Victa. That's really not too bad of a find. The P250 and 5.7 are going to go looking. Down goes Harry, though. Winba. Nice dink. Nice kill. Onto Midas. Winba dodges the spam and gets himself in the cave. This fight could get interesting if Forrest is not careful. They've completely missed the timing on each other, though. Ooh, that is a good find, and that's an AK recovered. This is a scary round now. Winba actually going to go looking for this kill, and if Split aren't careful, good kill. Is found out by Hanuri. That's nice from QZR. He gets one, and it's just your offer left. Kaiser! And QZR takes him down, and ladies and gentlemen, SplitESC completely broke. They've got to force because it's the last round. But I think that might be GG for the first map for Ancient. We will move on to Nuke next. It is SplitESC's map pick, so we could see map 3. It just depends on how SplitESC play, how they show up. Oh, that's not good. Majis and Hanuri found out very early. That's the two top performers for this team who are now silenced in the round. Winba decimating, and oh my gosh, a one tap through the smoke on the Forest. Complete domination. Nothing else to be said about that game, but 777. Yeah, I mean, QZR 121 ADR, Winba on 100 ADR, Victa on 90. I mean, just an absolute domination by 777 here on this map pick. But we move on. We've got Nuke coming up. It won't be very long, but I am going to cut you guys loose for about 5 or 6 minutes. Give me a chance to drink some water, and I will see you guys back here very, very soon.